Hello, my name's Mary Collins, and we'll be discussing basic journal entries today. Let's start with the definition. A general journal entry is an entry to the general journal, which is referred to as the original book of entry in the accounting field. The journal is a record of all financial transactions kept in chronological order, i.e., as they occur. A journal entry contains the date of the transaction, the title of accounts affected by the transaction, a short description of events, and matching dollar amounts on both the debit left and credit right side of the account amounts column. It is very important that we learn that in accounting, debits mean left and credits mean right. They are only directional terms. Now, let's continue by discussing the formatting of a journal entry. This is the components and formats of a general journal entry. We start with the date, which is the month and the day in numbers. Next is the account title and description. All accounts are given titles or names, such as cash, accounts receivable, and liabilities such as accounts payable and salaries payable, and stockholders' equity such as common stock and retained earnings. These are all account titles. When we do a journal entry, we must debit at least one account title and we must credit at least one account title. Notice that the debit is up against the line and that the credit is indented. This is the format we use. Then we provide a brief description of the transaction. Feel free to leave out any adjectives or adverbs. We are looking for the bare minimum so that someone else could understand what occurred in the transaction. Next is the debit, which is the left side, and the credit, which is the right side of the amounts columns. The debit is placed on the first line and the credit is placed on the second line. These two numbers must balance for the journal entry to be correct. Now let's look at an example. Here is a transaction description. August 24th, 2015. Purchased a car for $32,000 paying cash. And here is our journal page. We will begin with the date, which is August 24th, and we will put it here, August 24th. Then we will look at what we purchased. We purchased a car. In the accounting field, we refer to this as a vehicle. So we will debit the vehicle account, which will increase that account. Then we will look how we paid for the vehicle. We paid cash. Cash is an asset account, and we will credit that account. To reduce cash, we will put the account name in the second column. Next, we will do a description. Purchase delivery car, which tells them what we did. Next, we will move the dollar amount down. We will debit the vehicle because that increases the vehicle account, and we will credit the cash account because that will decrease the cash account. Please note that both vehicles and cash are both asset accounts and increase on the debit side and decrease on the credit side. So we're increasing the vehicle by the value of the car, and then we're decreasing the cash account by the amount of money we spent. Now let's look at a compound journal entry which requires more than two account titles. We will start with the description. August 24th, 2015. Purchased a car for $32,000 with a cash down payment of $2,000 and the outstanding balance on a note. Again, here is the basic format of the journal page. We will start with the date, which is August 24th, and we will place it right here. August, which is 8, and the day, which is 24. We will then recognize the car which we're buying, and that again is a vehicle, so we will put it here as a debit for the vehicle. But we borrowed money, which in the accounting field we call note, so we will put it under the liability account, notes payable. This is money the company owes. And we will also credit cash because we had a cash down payment. So that's how we do a compound journal entry. We will put the description, purchase delivery car. The value of the vehicle we will debit because vehicles are an asset account, and it will be increased by $32,000. Now, our notes payable will be the $32,000, which is the value of the vehicle, minus the $2,000, which was the down payment. Notice the formula here. Now, we will put the $30,000 here. Since notes payable is a liability, it increases on the credit side and decreases on the debit side. So we will place it on the credit side, and this will increase the amount of money we owe somebody outside the company. We will then put the $2,000 down payment as a credit because it is an asset account, cash, and we are spending the $2,000. This is how we do basic journal entries. Now, let me provide you some links. First is the link to a list of common account titles placed in categories. You will find them at this URL. Please feel free to use it. Next, let's do examples of some basic journal entries, and we have a job aid for that on this link. Finally, we have my website, which you are welcome to use. For students of C&M, they can call me or come to my office and ask questions. Everyone else can make comments on this video. Please be respectful, but I welcome all comments and questions. Thank you for your time and patience. I look forward to you using this video to assist you in learning more about how to journalize basic accounting journal entries.